Okay, now this brief video is going to look at the use of the words as and like. Now, I'm doing this explanation in because exercise 7 has required you to draw a distinction or differentiate between the use of these two words. Okay, now for you to understand how to use them or the differences between them, let's start with making a comparison between them. Now, we know that as and like are both used to make comparison as this, like this. In both situations, where in any context where you use as and like, you're definitely going to be using them to make a comparison between things, okay? But then the question says, what is the difference in the way they are used? This is the question they're asking you. They want you to point out the differences or the difference in the way we use the words as and like. Now, it's giving you some examples to help you draw this, differentiate between the both of them. Now, here it says, she laughs as I do. And it has used the same, it has interpreted the same sentence, but in different words using like. Here it used as, and here it says she laughs like me, both having the same meaning. The second example says, the second set of examples say, it walked like a crab, meaning it walked as a crab does. See, both sentences the same meaning, but different words. Here it used like, here it used as. Now let's find out why. First of all, we know that both as and like are used to draw comparison, but like is used to give examples denoting similarity. When I want to exemplify, I use like. But when I want to use as, it means I want to refer to a manner in which something is done. Please pay attention to that. Note it down if you have to. I repeat again. I use like to give examples, but I use as to refer to a way in which something is done. Okay? Now, you realize that when I say I use like to give examples, most times when I'm giving examples, I'm stating nouns. All right? I'm listing examples of things which most likely will be nouns. But when I'm stating, when I'm referring to the manner in which something is done, as in the context of as, the word done as in verb, how to do something. Now that draws me to another subtle distinction between the both of them. Another easy way to figure out if you're using them correctly is ask yourself, am I using like before a noun or noun phrase? Because now like should be followed by noun or a noun phrase. That is another thing for you to note. The word like is usually followed by a noun or a noun phrase. We know what a phrase is, a group of words without a subject-verb combination, all right? Now, on the other hand, as is usually followed by a clause. As is usually followed by a clause. And what is a clause? A group of words with a subject-verb combination, which may be dependent or independent, okay? So that's another main difference for you to keep in mind to help you know if they've been used correctly or to help you use them correctly. Like is used to give examples, usually followed by a noun or a noun phrase. As is used to refer to how something is done, something that is done in the same manner, usually followed by a clause. A noun, a phrase does not contain a verb, a subject-verb combination, sorry. That is the best way to put it. Phrases do not contain subject-verb combination, but a clause contains a subject-verb combination. Now let's go back to these examples and see what I'm talking about. She laughs as I do. I told you that the word as is usually followed by a clause. I do. Clause is a group of words containing a subject-verb combination. Here, I is the subject, do is the verb. Now see here, the same meaning, but with the word like. She laughs like me. Like, not followed by a clause, but, and I told you, like is usually followed by a noun or a noun phrase. In this case, me is a pronoun, but we know that pronouns are used instead of nouns. So, basically the same thing, all right? So, here, she laughs like me. This could have easily been, she laughs like, say, she laughs like Mike. All right? So she laughs like me. Pronoun instead of noun, still the same thing, followed by a noun or a noun phrase. Now here it says, it walked like a crab. Okay? Walk like a crab. Like should be followed by a noun or a noun phrase. And you see here it's followed by the noun crab. The article A is just the determiner for the crab. Okay? So the focus should be on the word crab, which is a noun. Here it says, it walked as a crab does. Here is using as, and as is usually followed by a clause, right? Let's see, as a crab does. A crab, which is the noun, and the verb does, subject-verb combination, hence a clause. Subject-verb combination, I do, hence a clause, okay? As and a clause. As and a clause. Like and a pronoun used instead of a noun. Like and a noun.